Hello.
Morning everyone. It's another week, and another week where the weather is not playing ball with the video schedule. As you noticed from last week's video, we had to stop it. We were doing halfway through to get some waterproofing done before it was supposed to be raining for 10 days continuously this week. So that's what we did. Well, we've had 1 or 2 days with a little bit of rain, but nothing like the forecast. So we're going to get back onto finishing off part 1 of last week's episode this week. So this is basically where we left off last week to go and do the waterproofing. We are going to sort out the irrigation for the corn patch over here, as well as add in irrigation to the asparagus and rhubarb bed. Those are the jobs for today. And another job today, if we can get to it, is to stretch these drip lines out for the melon bed. We've got butternut that are ready to go in, so we'll see if we can get that done today as well. If you've watched any of our other videos, you'll know snaky drip lines and me, it's a no-no. So what we're using is offcuts from the rebar we used for the potato trellises in the hoop house. We've decided our challenge for the next month is all the projects we're going to do, we're going to reuse, recycle, and use everything that we've got here, get rid of all the crap lying around. So we don't want to buy anything to do any of the projects for the month of March. Let's see how that goes. So what I'm doing is I'm going to just knock these in that I can then cable tie. Bastard. It would have to hit a rock. Oh, damn it. That's no good. I'll take it in this way, that way. No, I just put my glasses on it.
Might help, Batman.
I don't want them sticking up, so we kick our feet on them. That should do. There's the... Now I want to make sure we get them square. I reckon. Something like that should do. The next one goes in. You get the picture. I won't bore you with the rest. I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay, so that's what I've done. Just knocked a piece of rebar in on each of the long pieces, and then we'll cable tie those so they don't pop off. Now, one thing I've discovered with my battle with drip tubing is if you have the ends loose like this and just blocked off, you really struggle to keep them looking nice and straight. So I'm going to put a manifold on the end of this, the same as on the top end, so we can try and keep them 100% straight. Assuming, of course, I've got enough connectors. If I don't, they're going to stay straight for a while, at least until the end of March. And we're in luck. We got what we need. Okay, so next step is to replicate this manifold that I've got here. I'm just going to measure them off in between each of them, make the manifold, move to the other end, fit it and pull it tight. That's what we're going to do now. Now I'm just using a piece of the drip tube that's 600 spaced, so I can easily get the 300 and the double length over there. So I'll just cut the drip emitter off. Go. Now I know where to cut it. If I can find the scissors. Good enough. Next one. By taking the measurements directly off the top manifold, I made sure that the bottom manifold matched it exactly. Okay, so what I've done is I've measured the one length. I'll now go and measure the other side the exact same length, and then we'll use the tape measure to do diagonal measurements to make sure we've got it all square. Sounds like a plan. So 8.7 meters is what we had on the last piece. I'll just stretch it a little bit and get the scissors. And then connect the other end of the manifold. So now we should theoretically have two pieces of the same length on each end. Diagonal measurements, peg it, and then we're done. Just got to tie all the cable ties up as well. So there's that. Now I wouldn't normally use cable ties, but because this is only at 1.5 bar pressure, cable ties are fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'll do this end manifold, tie it all up tight, stretch the two end ones, stretch it tight this way, then I can stretch the other four pipes in the middle. That should keep them pretty tight, I think. That'll do. It's almost time for shorts and t-shirts. Can't wait. Hate winter. Alrighty, let's see how this is going to work out. It should be alright. Soon find out. That's all we need. Bloody rock. Now we just cut that one to length. Perfect. Okay, corn bed done. Irrigation done. Just waiting for the corn seedlings to get a little bit bigger and then we'll get them planted. Melbutt bed done. Got some butternut to come out here in the next few days. Now it's the turn of the asparagus bed to get irrigation. Asparagus and rhubarb bed almost done. Irrigation's stretched, going for lunch now. We'll hook this into the drip circuit once I'm fed. What you say? Says who? She learnt it from the master.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
I've lost that shit out of there.
Just go to the gate, he'll follow you.
Yeah. Come on. Go, Joe. Go. Oh, there you go. So,
First hole, what are we putting in here?
butternut descenders.
Are we going to put all the butternut in one place or are we going to spread them out?
And I'll keep butternut together and melons and stuff together.
Okay.
I think.
The butternut that are going in, 6 of them.
For now.
In the red pot. So we've got more seedlings going.
You did confirm these are our pips, eh?
These are butternut from our own butternut that
we
we've
haven't
harvested
bought them.
before. Yeah.
Is the point, we didn't buy them from the store.
No, we bought the butternut from the fruit and veg store, planted the pips, harvested the butternut, and these are the pips from the last batch.
No, we didn't get last year. It was the year before.
The year before. Okay. You're walking around in circles.
Yeah.
Mandy saw I had the tripod with me, so the camera got set up on the tripod and I was delegated the task of digging holes. Mandy then followed behind me with some compost and started transplanting all of the seedlings.
Not the way to go.
I'm not the director.
Just because you're going through man pause.
I haven't done any exercise, so I don't need to pause now. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, you're such a wally.
Okay, just dig, woman. Deeper.
I think that's what they all say.
Get your mind out the gutter. Okay, so that's the first batch of planting done in the melbat bed. We've got butternut, followed by sweet crimson watermelon. I think those are small ones. And then we've got honeydew melon. Not even halfway done yet. Planting the rhubarb today.
I'm going to plant the rhubarb.
A little bit. Okay.
The rhubarb right now.
Okay, well the drippers are running. Let's go and check up at the top. Yep. We got drippers going. There we go. That should be good enough. Result. Rhubarb going in. I need to connect this drip line though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit pointless.
Yeah, well, I was digging holes for your planting that wasn't part of the job today, remember? My job was to do the irrigation. I got sidetracked to dig holes for you to plant melons and butternut.
Right, and I got sidetracked doing recycling and burning, so I couldn't help you speed up this process.
Whose fault is that? And the corn patch drip irrigation working. Okay, so I found the easiest way to tee into the 32mm main drip feed line is to use some of these saddles that we use for the pop-ups. I'm going to drill it, put it on sideways like that, and then I can use one of these valves to tee into it and feed and control whether it drips or not. Okay, this is the drill bit I'm using, if Mandy can find it, without her glasses on. It's not ideal, so you've got to be very careful when you're drilling through that you don't drill right through and make a hole on the other side of the pipe. So put it in about there. That should do. That's going to probably piss water everywhere. Hey, and I didn't screw up. There we go. Where are you going, Al? Got to make sure that the O-ring is in place, otherwise it's going to leak. What does that mean? Hey? Come on. Before we tighten it up, we'll make sure that we lined up with the hole properly. I need the T-ball. Perfect. Snug them up. Sorted. Now, the other problem I've got is I don't have any 15mm tubing long enough. And in the spirit of the March challenge, we're going to use what we got. So we'll cut that out, join it, and we'll be fine. We'll just cut this off before the emitter. Cut the emitter out. Joiner. These are a pain to get in. Ah, not too bad. Voila, problem solved. Perfect, that'll do. Bit of Teflon tape. You want to wind it so that the Teflon goes against the thread. So as you screw it in, it actually makes the tape swell out by unwrapping it in the grooves. At least I think that's how it works. Only thing with Teflon is once you've turned it tight, don't turn it back, because then it loses its seal. That should be enough, I hope. You trying to catch lizards, Al? That'll do. There. And just like that, asparagus bed hooked up to the drip circuit. Happy to report, weather's warmed up enough so that we can move all the seedlings out of the lounge into the greenhouse where they belong. Not long now and they should be going out into the wild. So the first peas have appeared in the hoop house. Nice romaine lettuce coming up here. Some more forming hearts. Nature's amazing. Chickens are in for a treat.
Yeah, they can smell it.
Maybe it'll shut Charlie up.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
Mind it's going to rain lettuce, eh? Oops.
This crazy weather screwed up our cabbage, has gone to seed. Happened last year as well. Beetroot's hanging in there. Our replanted leek roots are starting to pop up. Don't know what they're going to taste like. We'll let you know when we eventually harvest them. Garlic's looking okay. Broccoli gone to seed as well. 1st of March. It's crazy.